Hello everyone, how are you? This is Kay. Great to see you again. Today is the 15th of June on Sunday, so I'm here to do the weekly forecast. Looks like the markets are now about to break the new resistance support levels among the Forex pairs, so seems to be interesting. Let me quickly scan some markets in Forex, and also I cover gold, and also I cover US index, and Nifty 50, and also Bitcoin. So first, let me go ahead and dive into the analysis. Let me switch the screen to trading view. And I have a couple pairs I wanted to discuss today. One is the Euro USD. As you may have seen already, this pair has reached the previous resistance of 1.1573, which was my target last week, and it has reached there. And now, if you closely pay attention to the candlestick itself, there is a wick pointing up this way, and technically the market closed below 1.157374, which is the previous high, which was formed on the week of the 21st of April. So seems like the resistance here is quite strong. And so in this reason, the market may retrace or range from here. That's my analysis on Euro USD. However, if the market continues bullish, I don't mind entering the market. So we have to monitor closely and see how it goes. Now we have in terms of Ichimoku 5 lines, we have the Kumo Senko Span A, Senko Span B are up. And also Kumo twisted bullish already a few weeks ago. And also, like I mentioned for the last few weekly forecasts on Sundays, there was also doji reverse exactly on the weekly Tenkan-sen, and it has been bullish ever since. The price is technically above the Tenkan-sen, so it's bullish market for me. So that's why I'm still looking for the buy opportunities. But once the market breaks below Tenkan-sen, then it may come down to Kijun-sen. That's usually the Ichimoku nature. So it's called Kijun-sen retracement strategy. The market may break Tenkan-sen, then comes down to Kijun-sen. If that's the case, I would either keep holding or keep waiting for the next opportunity, or look for some other markets to trade, or I will sell Euro USD if that's the case. So yeah, that's also one of the points we have to also remember. If I zoom out all the way like this way, then there was minor resistances up here on 1.1491, but this level was clearly broke bullish last week. So Euro USD, if the market breaks the previous resistance and renews higher, then this could be one of the best markets. It may go up to the next swing high, 1.1916 level. Let me just mark this one over here. That's the next target. And the ultimate target will be the swing high over here, which is 1.2273. To the first target, we have about 337 pips or so, which is quite big. So in that reason as well, Euro USD might be one of the good pairs to trade this week. So that's the weekly time frame analysis. And also last week, since Euro pairs were trending, some Euro pairs are trending nicely, I also wanted to cover Euro AUD. So let me mark the ones I covered today as red flag. So I covered Euro USD, and now I'm talking about the Euro AUD. Euro AUD is also bullish now because the market has been bounced on the Kijun-sen. So this is where Kijun-sen retracement happened already, and it has also formed doji, and doji reverse happened, and now it's bullish. And last week, the market closed above the Tenkan-sen, so this also indicates that it's bullish now. Chikou span has been above the candles, and Kumo itself has been bullish, so overall it's bullish market. I think the price continues up this way, and eventually it's going to reach 1.8572. And if that's the case, we have a room of more than 800 pips, which is quite massive. So of course, along the way up, there must be some retracements or ups and downs, but until the market reaches there, I think buy is the right direction on this pair. And but if the market becomes below Tenkan-sen, then it's a bit warning sign. You may not want to buy anymore, because I think the market becomes range after that, and it doesn't go anywhere. So in terms of candlestick patterns, you can also see that the price has moved up all the way on the week of the 7th of April and has retraced down to Kijun-sen. But for this pair, Kijun-sen is a key, because ever since the market broke the resistances, or even before it broke the resistances, the market has been beautifully supported by the Kijun-sen, previously within the Kumo, and also over here and here as well, and last week as well. We have so much Kijun-sen bounces on the weekly time frame. So in this pattern as well, it's bullish. I mean, the Kijun-sen shows the midterm market momentum, which is 26. So looks like the market is now supported by the 26 period participants equilibrium. Every time the price retraces to Kijun-sen, it tends to bounce, and that's exactly what happened last week. So it's resonating with the Kijun-sen equilibrium. So that also means it's safe to follow bullish trend continuously. Yeah, so far I don't see any sign of retracement, so buy is the right direction on this one. So yeah, let me also choose some other pairs now. Okay, Euro JPY. Euro JPY, let me also mark this one as red since I'm covering this one. Euro JPY, to me, it's about to break the resistance of 196.17. And because it's ascending P wave, as I mentioned last week, or maybe I mentioned this on Monday's KTS Academy or GTS members live stream, this is forming ascending P wave and it's about to break. And plus, last week resulted in a pin bar. Pin bar means, let me zoom in. Pin bar means there's a tiny body and long wick on one side. And when you see this, that means there's a strong support level here. And what the support level means, basically when the market comes down to this level of 193.70 or 71, then buyers are waiting to trade, and it actually pushes the market up this way. And this was exactly where last week, on the tip of the wick, was exactly where the Kumo was, and also exactly where the ascending trend line was also. So once they match, the market has been supported and closed exactly on 195.52, and it formed the doji, or sorry, the pin bar as a result. So that means every time the market tests the trend line, ascending trend line, the yellow line, it tends to be supported and goes up. So to me, it's about to break the resistance. And once it does, it goes up to 198.85. Since there's no previous resistances, and we have about 271 pips of room to trade, which is quite big. So that's something that I'm also waiting for. And Chikou span touching, Kumo is flat. So in this case, you can simply enter the market based on the price action. And once it does, once the market goes up this way, then the scenario is that it may retrace, then bounce on the previous resistances and go up. so you make profits. Or the market breaks the previous resistances and coming back to the Senko span B. Since technically speaking, in terms of 5 lines, it's range. So this breakout may be very short also. So if it doesn't continue bullish, then you better exit quickly or take profit quickly and don't trade anymore if that's the case. Since Kumo flat, Kijun Sen is flat as well, and Tenkan Sen is technically below Kijun Sen and Chikou span touching. So this is basically range market. It can be fake. There can be the fake breakouts. So as long as price goes up to 198.85, I continue to look for buying opportunities, or I continue holding the buy towards that direction. But if the market retraces, then I have to make the quick decision to take profit. So that will be the scenario for Pound JPY. This has been quite a tricky market, to be honest, because every week you have so many wicks and dojis, pin bars. So that means it tells how market is choppy every week. So it may not really be ideal to trade. Let's say if Pound JPY goes bullish because of the strong pound or weak JPY, then you may see some other trends on pound or JPY pairs. Then it's always better to compare and see which one looks the best to enter the market then. So yeah, that's the Pound JPY. And also, let me pick a few more Forex pairs. USD CAD also looks good. It's been downtrending. The market broke the Kumo bearish 2 weeks ago, on the week of the 2nd of June. Sorry, this one has too much lines, so let me cancel first. So yeah, so this one is down, and the market broke the Kumo 2 weeks ago, again on the week of the 2nd of June. This was called Sanyaku Gyakuten signal, which was trustable, and last week followed bearish. So at the moment, it looks like the market is reaching to the swing low, which is 1.3417. That's a target for now. And Kumo twisted bearish also. Chikou span has been below candles, and the Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen are both bearish, so it's a downtrend for sure. Yes, most likely price reaches 1.3425 area sometime this week or sometime in the month of June. So that will be a target. And if that's the case, then we have the room of let's see, we have a room of 156 pips or so. So it's enough room to trade. Hold on, let me move the chart up so that you can see the previous lows like this way on trading view. Sorry, the candlesticks are hidden with my screen. So yeah, this is the swing low that I was talking about. There are multiple touches over here, as you can see, and also previous resistance as well. So this is key level 1.3419. I think the market is heading towards that price level for now. So yeah, that's the analysis. After the market marked all the way high 1.47 breakout, it retraced huge. Then it has been resisted by the Tenkan Sen, and then came down, broke the Kijun Sen. Here as well, it has been resisted by the Tenkan Sen, so 2 times. Then coming down, and this time the market retraced. It also gets closer to the Tenkan Sen, but it didn't touch this one. Instead, it went down and down this way now. So even if the price retraces sometime, most likely the market will be resisted by the Tenkan Sen in this pattern until the market reaches 1.3419. So overall sell is the right direction on USD CAD. Sometimes you see downtrend in the lower time frames, but when weekly time frame is flat or range, then you never know which way it goes within a day, or the market could be very choppy every day or every hour. So it's a bit risky to trade in that case. That's when usually people lose by the stop losses, or you just exit with a loss just because the price retraced, and then after exit and took loss, the market goes your way, but without your positions. When weekly is range, it tends to happen. So in that sense, USD CAD looks safer. It's downtrend more. Actually, this is really like downtrend. USD has been quite weak these days, so that's also another reason. And let me cover one more pair, which is, let me see, Swiss franc JPY was interesting. This one, yes, Swiss franc JPY. This is good also because I was also saying that there was ascending P wave. I think I said this in KTS Academy and GTS membership live stream, but ascending P wave breakout bullish happened last week. So yeah, this was relatively easier to forecast that the breakout happens last week, and it has reached the previous high, which was here 177.41. So after the market reached here, it may retrace a little bit to the previous resistance of the ascending P wave, 176.41, and then bounce and goes up. And the next target is going to be to up here on 180.09. So we have a room of more than 200 pips, 260 pips or so. Yeah, it's 265 pips of room to trade. So it's really great. Kumo twisted bullish, technically speaking, and Chikou span has been above the candles now, and Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen are both up. So as per original Ichimoku teaching, it's bullish. Together with the price action, Swiss franc JPY also looks nice to focus from tomorrow. Yeah, for this one as well, I never sell. I only look to buy. It's the that's the direction. That's a major direction that we have to follow. Never go against the major direction. That's really important. So that was overall analysis among the Forex markets. Okay, now let me say hi. Thank you very much, everyone. Good to see you. Hello, Philip. CSM, thank you for joining. Frederica, good to see you. And Z-Boss, good to see you too. Alright, E-Trades, good to see you. Nabonese, thank you for joining as well. Euro JPY and Swiss franc JPY looks better than other JPY pairs. Yeah, Swiss franc JPY as well looks very nice, as I just discussed right now. KOM, yes, right. There may be a gap between Friday close and Monday open, right? Because because of the war happening between Israel and Iran. It can happen not only gold on WTI, but also some other assets. Forex, especially USD pairs or JPY pairs may be affected, or Swiss franc pairs may be affected by the war, but we will see. We just have to wait for the market opening, and we just trade based on the gap strategy next. Right, that's a good point. Philip says Swiss franc JPY, beware of SMB policy meeting next week on June 19th. Okay, they like to surprise the markets. Okay, 19th of June, 19th. Please watch out, everyone. Okay, good to see you, everyone, as well. L, thanks for joining. All right. And Z-Boss, good to see you too. Tell me a setup to work them for trade. Yeah, that's what I'm actually explaining right now on the live stream. Yeah, right. I think gold is bullish. Gold is going to be bullish. Let me open up the gold. Whenever the crisis happens globally, then gold tends to be bought, right? And JPY also tends to be strong, and USD tends to be weak. So here's gold, weekly time frame, and it's bullish. From technical perspective, it's also bullish. From Ichimoku viewpoint, the market has been supported by the Tenkan-sen, like I mentioned, for the last few weeks. And last week as well, the market supported by the Tenkan-sen and up. And plus, there was a P wave formed, and the P wave on the daily time frame broke bullish as well. And so the price above the Tenkan-sen, and Kumo has been bullish nicely. Now we have a Senko span A angle up also, and the Chikou span has been above the candles. So in this condition, there's no sign of the bearishness yet, because it has been simply above the Tenkan-sen. Exactly on the week of the 12th of May, if you remember, it broke the Tenkan-sen bearish. I mean, technically it closed the Tenkan-sen bearish this way, but it held. And next week, the following week, it closed above the Tenkan-sen, and ever since it has been above the Tenkan-sen. So gold, I don't really see any sign of retracement or bearishness yet. And due to the global war now, the gold may be bullish from next week. I mean, from tomorrow as well. So yeah, let's see how it goes this time. Also, I like the candlestick patterns here. There was actually pin bar on the week of the 21st of April. Pin bar means, again, there's a very tiny body and long wick on one side. And the following week closed below the pin bar technically, and after that it became range, but now the range is broken bullish as well last week. So for this one, initial target is 3,500, which is the previous high and the round number, but it's likely that it breaks and it goes up to 3,600. So that is my target at the moment. 3,600 is now the target. So yeah, let's see how this one goes. Gold has been bullish. If I zoom out all the way, then it's been bullish all the way ever since. It has been ranged since 2021, 2022, and 3, and since 2024, it has been bullish for the last 1.5 year. So I'm sure lots of people, made such nice money, nice profits on gold, and I also was able to make such nice profits on gold a couple of months ago, and now I'm ready to trade again on this one. Yeah, right. So for this one, I'm not using KTS. I'm using Ichimoku price action strategy to enter the market. But also 2 weeks ago, it formed the pin bar, and last week it also broke bullish. If I zoom in like this way, then the 2 weeks ago was the pin bar as well, and there's a long wick pointing up towards this way, towards here, and it broke. It closed above the pin bar. So this is also the sign of the bullishness. So technically speaking, it's bullish, and let's see how it opens tomorrow. Okay, so so that's the analysis on this one. And also now let me go to WTI. Since there was a war, and WTI shooted up all the way last week, so let me also touch on this one today. Let me zoom out. This is weekly time frame. It's been a while since I covered WTI, but previously I was mentioning that the market has been resisted by the yellow descending trend line all the way. And last week it broke bullish. And now in terms of Ichimoku, it's becoming range. The price is now within the Kumo. And the wick was supported by the Senko span B over here. So although the market moved up quite big last week, I don't think it's gonna last. I think from here, usually when there's a big bar like this, then it tends to consolidate. It tends to become range, and usually ups and downs. Sometimes it goes within the Kumo, but rejected and retrace this way, and it just goes up and down from here. So if you're planning to buy WTI, if you trade WTI, then based on the weekly time frame, it's better to wait for the Senko span B breakout, which is 76.47. Let me draw the horizontal line on that one so that we remember what we discussed today. So yeah, so that's the level to wait for the breakout. The market broke the Kijun Sen bullish. That means it's range now. And Chikou span above candles, but in few weeks, I think Chikou span touches. So this Chikou span is still very close to the candle. So it's still, to me, it's range, I think, from here. So after the market breaks the Senko span B, then let's discuss what's going to happen potentially. There's a pin bar on the week of the 13th of January, and initially the market reaches there, which is 80.73, and then it goes to the next targets. It goes to the next targets, which are the swing highs on 84.67 and also 87.64. This is interesting. 84.67 and 87.64. Okay, so these two are the targets after the breakout. But again, it has been bearish. WTI has been bearish if you have watching the market, especially after the breakout of the swing low, which is 65.25 on the week of the 31st of March. It ranged. And technically speaking, the market has been also resisted by the Tenkan-sen, especially over here in the month of April and May. It has been resisted by the Tenkan-sen, and 2 weeks ago broke Tenkan-sen, and last week broke the Kijun-sen bullish. So the pullback is quite strong, but it doesn't mean that the market goes up from here. So yeah, I think the market is still ranging to me. Now. But yeah, let's see how the market opens on Monday. If the market opens above the Senko span B tomorrow, then I think the market turns bullish, but we will see how this one goes. Okay, and now let me move on to indices. So first, let me cover NASDAQ. NASDAQ is now reaching towards the all-time high again, which is 22,218. It's the target for now. And then I think it's going to reach to 23,000 eventually once it breaks the resistance. So let me just mark there. 23,000 is going to be the realistic target once it breaks the swing high. And the price actually went down all the way until April since March. Then April afterwards, the market went all the way up. It broke the Kumo, it broke the Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen, and it broke the forecast lines, and now it's up. Chikou span touching and the Kijun Sen flat, so technically it's ranging, so retracement can happen anytime. But even if retracements do happen, overall to me it's bullish, is my point. So buy is the right direction to trade on NASDAQ. The Kumo is twisted bullish as well, so that means long term are now bullish mode. Yeah, so let's see. But since Kumo is too small, I don't think the price breaks the resistance soon. I think maybe this week the market touches on the previous resistance, or it could be the fake breakout as well. And then next week the market retrace or range, and I think it takes a bit longer time to break the resistance because of the Kumo is very thin, very small right now. But either way, this market is overall bullish. In this case, I never sell market just because it's near the resistance. I'm not gonna sell because I don't think the price will retrace in few weeks. So that is NASDAQ analysis. And now let me cover Nifty 50 chart. Okay, Nifty 50 chart is bullish now. Still, if you look at the weekly time frame, this one, technically, I mean, last week I mentioned it's bullish because it was about to break the inside, and I suggested to wait for the break of 2520. But it seems like last week it didn't break. It opened, the market opened above the resistance and then closed below the resistance. And now it's forming new outside. So it's up, it's bullish still since the price is above the Kumo Kijun Sen Tenkan Sen, but now it's range. It's bullish momentum, but range means we never know how many weeks the market consolidates from here until it breaks the resistance. So in this case, to make it simple, you can just put the alert above 24, 25, 210, and once alert triggers, you come back and see if you can enter the market or not. You can check the Ichimoku 5 lines situation and also price action, then see how you can enter the market. Kumo is actually bearish, so it has to be twisted bullish to be able to buy also. So yeah, until the Kumo twist, the market may not break that resistance, but we will see. So in conclusion, now Nifty chart is now becoming range mode to me. Also Chikou span touching over here too. So yeah, that's Nifty analysis. And now let me cover gold also. Sorry, let me cover Bitcoin, BTCUSD. Okay, now Bitcoin is bullish simply because the price is above the Tenkan Sen Kijun Sen, and Kumo has been bullish, and Kumo is now developing, meaning the area between Senko span A and B is getting bigger and thicker, so its buyers are more coming into the market, and if this happens, then it tends to break the resistance and the market continues up this way. Chikou span touching, but when the market closes, when weekly candlestick closes in 9 hours and 22 minutes, then Chikou span comes above candles, which is over here, if the market still goes sideways, and then that could be the sign of the new bullish trend from there. So BTCUSD to me is bullish still. Now also Tenkan Sen angled up. So yeah, it's a bullish trend. For the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it has been ranged. It's consolidating. So in this case, the buyers and sellers in the short term are fighting. That's why we have doji or pin bars. But eventually, we will see which one wins. And looks like since again, long-term buyers are still holding the market and holding the support level here, I think eventually buyers will be winning over sellers in the short term as well. And when it happens, that's when the market breaks the resistance and renews higher. So yeah, BTCUSD is now still up to me, still bullish to me. So that was the overall analysis today. But yeah, coming back to Forex, we have a few pairs that are about to break or already broke. So today I covered Euro USD, which is about to break the resistance of 1.1573, and also Euro AUD, which also broke the Tenkan-sen bullish last week, and also the previous resistance level 1.7708, and we have a massive target all the way up to 1.8572, so it's nice. And Pound JPY is also about to break the ascending P wave bullish, so I closely monitor this one. And USD CAD as well is now below the Kumo. Oh, I forgot to mention about this one as well, that it broke the ascending trend line bearish, the yellow ascending trend line bearish last week. So USD CAD is now in the bearish mode completely. So now we can look for selling opportunities on this one. And finally, Swiss Franc JPY has broken the ascending P wave bullish, and now looks like it's reaching towards 180.09, which is swing high, and we have a room of 265 pips or so. So it's really a nice bullish market as well. So this is today's analysis on YouTube. Seems like other markets are also active, and especially again when the war happens, some currencies will be affected and they move. So fortunately or unfortunately, the market's gonna move, I think. So as a trader myself, I think I will be expecting some more opportunities from tomorrow. And also gold. Let's see if gold creates some gap between the candles. Okay. All right, let's see. Let me check some comments also. Hussein says, can I short Euro USD? If you sell Euro USD, then you put the stop loss above 1.1573 or above the swing high, and you keep holding. But in this case, I don't recommend to do so because it's up, it's bullish. Buyers are dominant over sellers according to Ichimoku, so you never go against the major direction. Okay, Fahim, I covered Nifty already. Abdul, thank you for joining. All right. Efosa, USD JPY. USD JPY, I think it's still ranging. Yeah, it's ranging now. Kijun Sen completely flat, Kumo flat. It has been coming down this way, but I think to me it's range. I think we have other pairs that we can trade than this one. Okay, Tomato says, hi Master, can you please share your Ichimoku price action strategy which you are planning to enter in gold? I share this in KTS Academy. I will share this in KTS Academy because it's not KTS, and it's my new strategy, my new way of entering the market. So if I share this one here, then it may confuse everyone. So I want to first share this in my communities. Okay, Kalev, yes, I covered Bitcoin already. Japanese AUD USD, wait for Kumo breakout and look for buying opportunities. Okay, AUD USD. Okay. And also, do you still trade with price action on Forex without KTS confirmations? Yes, I do. Yes. Yes. So in this YouTube, on the weekly forecast on Sundays, this is not about the KTS, but this is about the Ichimoku strategy with price action and the lines. And from tomorrow, after market opens on Monday, I scan charts based on KTS and look for the trending market based on daily 4-hour time frames, and plus I look for another opportunities based on the price actions and also Ichimoku lines as well. And for these ones, I cover in KTS Academy and also the GTS members. So tomorrow, Monday, when Monday happens, when Monday opens, then new candlestick appear, right, on from the weekly and the daily and the lower time frames. So the situation may be different from what you see now. When new candlestick opens on weekly time frame, then the angles of the Kumo, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen, or the location of the Chikou span could be different. So in this reason, I do the Monday's weekly forecast again for the members, and in that one I cover all the pairs, and I cover also daily 4-hour time frames, and also if there's some opportunities, I enter the markets together. So we have different, different like timings to monitor. Sundays are good because markets are closed. So psychologically, it's I think easier for you to, analyze and scan the markets, and that's why I do this on Sundays. And also, it's better. It's good to prepare what may happen within the markets mentally, so that once the market really goes towards the new direction, you don't panic or you don't upset. You know what to do. And in this reason, I do the analysis on Sundays. And Mondays, after market opens, I do this again, including the lower time frames. So that's a difference. Yes, Kalev, yes, I have already covered the BTCUSD, it's bullish. It's been supported by the Tenkan Sen on the weekly, so it's bullish now. Yeah, but again, the markets are now active, and hopefully we have some nice trends from next week. I remember that last year the patterns changed. Usually in summertime we don't really see any trends because of summer holiday or any reasons, but I remember last year there were some nice trends in summertime, July, August, and I was able to make profits. And this year could be the same. Since April and May has been a bit quiet or ranging, in the month of June or July, August, we may see some active markets. So in this reason, let's stay close to the markets and pay attention to what's going to happen, and let's continue monitor the markets. But never push too much yourself. If you don't feel comfortable, or if you feel like forcing yourself to trade, that's a FOMO, so you better stay away, and you have to keep a good distance between yourself and the market psychologically. So yeah, and I think I will be also doing some back testing this week, and also I am now creating again the new Ichimoku community. So please don't join the YouTube one. I am still contacting YouTube to delete the join button, but it has been a bit, I have to communicate with YouTube a bit more to do that. So the join button is still there on my YouTube channel. Please don't join there. The join button, instead of join button, there is going to be a completely new Ichimoku community with the same price as before, and $30 per month, and or $30 or $35 per month, and in there I cover the basics of Ichimoku. And then there's going to be another level, which is going to be advanced Ichimoku level, and then there's going to be Ichimoku master level. So I'm thinking to create these 3 levels in my community, and to be able to really nail down Ichimoku knowledge is for you. And I have these Ichimoku original books behind myself, So I'm willing to share how Goichi Hosoda has been explaining and introducing Ichimoku to the world. I cannot copy or I cannot, show exactly what's written in here because of the respect of Goichi Hosoda and copyright reasons. I don't want to share exactly, but I can introduce how he has been sharing that knowledge through my understanding. So let's say when I see the similar chart as the charts in these books, I will introduce that as well. And I can explain, if Goichi Hosoda is sitting right next to me, then he would say this and that. I will start to mention that in those communities. So please look forward to that as well. I feel like I have so much to share. Even I have been sharing KTS mainly last year and this year, but now I feel my mission is more to share Ichimoku original teachings, more closer to Ichimoku original teachings. And that's why I have been experimenting to enter exit markets based on the time cycles, based on Kyushu Ashi, and based on Kagi Ashi, and also Keifu and some other Ichimoku original strategies. Okay. All right, let me check some more comments and finish the live stream. Yes, Navanis, thank you so much for your comment as always and support. Yeah, if you benefit based on what I share, and that will be, I will be really happy and appreciate. Okay, TikTok says, hello, long time no see. Right, it's been a while. Welcome back. Do you still remember me? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes. TikTok PHT, I remember. Welcome back. It's been a while. Tony Gold, appreciate your time and analysis, Master K. You're welcome. Okay, Tai says, in your opinion, which time frame is best for Ichimoku? It's a daily time frame. Daily is the best with the Ichimoku. You can also use it in lower time frames like I do, like 4 hour or 1 hour, even 30-minute time frames. But the market tends to be choppy. So if you want to apply, let's say, time cycles or price theory or wave theory is okay, but if you want to also do forecast lines or Chikou span strategies, Kijun-sen retracement strategies, etc., then you better use daily or higher time frames. Ichimoku is, you may think Ichimoku as an indicator, but actually it's more than that. Hopefully you will see that now. You see that now. And because of that, because it's not only indicator, it has so much philosophy, so much ways to see exactly what's happening among the markets. If you use it in the lower time frames, which didn't exist when he wrote the books, your analysis may be a bit off. Let's say if you just want to capture the trending direction like I do, then it's okay. You can still use Kijun-sen angle, Tenkan-sen angle, and Chikou span location and Kumo angle, and just capture the trending markets. And Kumo shape, Kumo thickness is also, I found, effective on the lower time frames. But if you want to apply more about Ichimoku, then definitely it's better in higher time frame, daily or above time frames. So basically it depends on like how you want to trade. And I also oftentimes get this question as well, can you scalp by Ichimoku? What is scalping strategy by Ichimoku? And my answer is I don't know, because I don't scalp by Ichimoku. So I don't want to share something that I don't do or I don't use. So I don't really know how to do scalping by Ichimoku. I mean, I have never experimented, and I don't have any stats or I don't have any performance data. So I don't want to say something that just comes up with my mind. So I rather prefer to say I don't know. But yeah, I'm sure there are so many people who want to scalp as well by using Ichimoku. One of the ideas I think is that you better use the price action for sure. Price action derived by Sakata Goho, basic candlestick patterns and plus Ichimoku lines. But please, before you implement it in the live market, please backtest, at least do 100 trades and check the performance based on scalping. If that looks good, then you apply in the live market. That's the right steps. So yeah, anyways, I think that will be it for today. Thank you very much everyone for joining, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. By the way, there's going to be still GTS in July, still a couple of seats available, so if you're interested, please let me know by email. The link is on the description of this live stream. So thank you very much, and until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Bye for now. Mata ne. Thanks so much.